Hey guys, it's Thursday, and this is the fourth time I've tried to make this video, so this better work. So let's see, alright, it's Thursday, it's my turn to do a video. I'm wearing glasses. I'm sitting in front of a bookcase. What could this possibly mean? Am I going to be sharing with you the 15 most favorite amazing books of mine of all time? No. Okay, actually, I'm sort of kind of going to do that. What you're actually going to get is the 16 most favorite books that I own, because I can't choose 15 of all time because there are just so many books, so many more I need to read, so many more that I'm reading right now, and things change, and I couldn't possibly do that. So, just the books that I own right now, and I put them in order. I have it on a little list here. And even then, this list, it'll probably change one day. So, anyway, so just real quick to introduce you to my bookshelf again. I have read all the books on these first two shelves. I have not read any of the books down here. And then it also goes out onto the floor. There's like a trail. I swear I have read more books than these. And I will one day read all of these books down here. It's my goal. And all the books I'm about to show you are my top 16 from the ones that I own. But 3 of them I actually couldn't find the copies for. I know where 2 of them are, and 1 of them is completely missing, but I couldn't leave them out. So, let's begin before I waste too much time. Alright, book number 1. Dinosaur Roar. Yesterday I did a dramatic reading of this wonderful book, which has dinosaurs. This was the first book I ever learned how to read, and it's about dinosaurs. Come on, guys. It's amazing. Alright, next book. Before I Fall, which is right here. This book is not... I normally don't read teen fic books anymore. Teen fiction kind of annoys me because it's predictable, and I feel like I need something meatier. But it's kind of a cool story. It's a girl who relives the day she dies over and over again. She starts out as a horrible person and then kind of becomes a not so horrible person. Learns things about people along the way. And, okay, the real reason I love this book is because of Kent, which is the awesome guy who she totally needs to get together with, but she's dead. Damn her. And I love Kent, and that's the only reason I really actually truly love this book. I mean, the plot itself is good, but if it wasn't for Kent, I would have it probably wouldn't be on this video. So read it for Kent, guys. He's the most amazing guy you could ever meet. Really, except he's fictional, which sucks. Read it. Alright, next book. Bridge to Terabithia. This is meant for a younger audience, but I read this book when I was a kid in a day, and I loved it. It's really sweet, really heartwarming, all about friendship, imagination, magic. I feel like it's up everyone's lane, and once you read it, you can watch the movie with me. I watched the movie. It was also about friendship and magic and wonderfulness, and I loved it. And it is sad, I will say that, but I highly recommend this book. You know, come on. Read it. Just read it. Any book I'm showing here, you should read it because it's good, because it's in my top 16. But I love this book. Read it. Alright, the next book. The Great Gatsby. I read this book in school, and I didn't hate it, so that means it must be good. It's a great book about so many things. The thing I focused on the most was the expectation versus the reality, which is something sometimes I feel like everyone deals with. You know, you blow something up or a person up in your head to such greatness that when it finally comes or you finally meet them, they're not cool. So I annotated this book. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, that's not an annotated page. Oh, well. And this is the original cover. It's been here since the 1920s. It's a great example of modern literature. You all will probably end up reading it in school, but if you don't, please take the time to read it, because it's good. It's really good. Alright, next is Animal Farm, another book I read in school and fell in love with. This book my sister is currently reading for school, which is good, but that means I don't have it in my hands. But it's an allegory of the Russian Revolution with farm animals, which sounds really silly, but actually it's really great. You really get into it. You cry. You end up yelling and wanting to kill Napoleon, the evil pig. There's the whole 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, and eventually 4 legs good, 2 legs better? What? I don't know. So, it's really good, but before you read it, please read up on the Russian Revolution, or else you will not really understand what's going on, and you'll totally lose, the book would not be good. But if you know about the Russian Revolution, and you don't have to take, courses, you can just spend, just know the basics, and know the basic people, and know basically what happened. When you read the book, then it's amazing. So, Russian Revolution, then Animal Farm. Totally read it. It's really good. Alright, next on my list is Warhorse. Yes, because I love horses, and I read this in middle school. It's another one probably meant for a younger one, because younger generation or whatever, but it was good. It was really heartwarming, especially if you love horses, and really great details about the war. I have 2 copies of this, so I'll gladly lend them to you. Yeah, I accidentally stole one from my friend from middle school, and then my dad gave me a copy. And then I saw the movie, and that movie made me cry. And just for those who might care, extremely accurate when it comes to the war. Uniforms and everything, just down to the T. My dad approves it. And it made me cry. The war scenes actually made me cry more than the horse scenes. But something makes me emotional, you've got to go see it. So definitely watch the movie. Read the book first, though, because the end of the movie completely goes away from the book. So, but don't worry, it's a happy ending. Oh, did I spoil it? No? No, I'm just saying. It's a happy book. Good book. Read it. Read it. Especially if you love horses or World War I. Alright, next. The Giver. This is a book I read in middle school also. A lot of books in middle school really stuck with me. I could probably list off several of them. But this book's by Lois Lowry. It's so amazing. So well written. It's like about a utopian society, which might be a dystopian. Or dystopian is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I really loved, like, it's coming of age. It's not like dystopian novels where you have bad city, teen hero, romance, and everything's better in the end. It's kind of like, actually, this place is not so bad, but there's kind of this that you're missing here, and I think I'm not really in love, and wait, can I even feel love? And then I'm like, oh, hey, now let's run away. So, it's really good. I really recommend it. It's beautifully written, and once you read this, also read Gathering Blue, another one I've read, highly recommend it. And then there's The Messenger, which is supposed to connect this book with Gathering Blue, and this book was amazing, Gathering Blue was amazing. I haven't read The Messenger yet, but I want to read it so badly because I want to see how this all connects, and Lois Lowry is an amazing author. I could just any books by her, read them. Alright, next we have a series, the Blue Blood series. Yes, it's a, look, sorry. Yes, it is a teen vampire fiction. Another guilty pleasure of mine. I started these in middle school and went on hiatus for a little while because I was busy and didn't feel like reading them. And I've just started the 4th book. I think there's about 6 books plus a companion. Now, I don't like them nearly as much as I used to, probably because I've gotten older, but it's a teen vampire. They don't burn in the sun, but they do connect the vampires with angels, archangels, the fallen. It's like totally reinvents vampires to the point where I really don't think, you can't even consider them vampires. They're an entire other species, but they call them vampires. And, you know, if you're kind of worried and you're like, I don't know, just know that I'm very picky when it comes to my vampire books, and this one totally met my approval. So I recommend reading them. They're fun. It has a great little romance for you hopeless romantics out there. So, like, you guys will probably enjoy it. So totally read it. I'll lend you books if you need to. Just give me a call and give them back. Alright, next we have Gossamer, also by Lois Lowry. This book I got in middle school because middle school had awesome books. And it's probably meant for people not in middle school, probably younger. But this book was so sweet. I just love this book. It's about they're kind of like fairies, but they're not fairies. But you can call them fairies if it's easier for you. But they go around and they give dreams to people. And, I mean, already that's like so whimsical, it's amazing. But then there are the nightmares, which are horses. And it just hit me yesterday that nightmares, like mares, like female horses. So, but they're evil horses that bring nightmares to people. So then you have the whole, like, kind of battle between good and evil, and then a coming of age, and then it's really wonderful. It's from the point of view, well, not really from, it's not from the point of view of anyone, but it's focuses on this fairy character who brings dreams to people, and it's really whimsical, it's really sweet. You can read it probably in, like, a couple of hours, maybe even less, depending on how fast, and I recommend it. It's really sweet. I think out of all the books I'm showing you, I recommend this one the most, because I love this book. Like, Emilia, yes, you're like this. I meant to say, though. Abby, you would love this. I mean, Brianna, Amelia, and Brian, you'll probably love it too, but Abby, I think this is right up your lane, so totally read it. Alright, next, Water for Elephants. I have no clue where this book is. It makes me so angry. But it is that book. I walked into the bookstore, bought it completely blind. Like, I didn't even have any, like, summary on the back. I just said, well, I think it's about a circus, and oh my god, I was, like, locked in my room reading it. Like, I didn't come out until I was finished, and it was it was amazing. Just the author, she did an incredible job. I did see the movie. The movie isn't nearly as good as the book, but I thought it was pretty darn good. Though Reese Witherspoon, no, she shouldn't have. No, she was too old for the leading lady role. I know. I forgot the leading lady's names, but whatever. But yeah, the movie was good, but read the book. Read the book. It's amazing. All right. Next, we have Mr. Popper's Penguins, another book that I have, and my brother's reading it right now. And it's a kid's book. It is totally a kid's book. I mean, my brother's going into the 4th grade, and he has to read it for the summer reading. I read it when I was a kid, but it's a book about penguins, and it's wonderful. It's an older book, but it's really wonderful. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm kind of insulted by what I've seen since, one, the book does not take place during modern day, but okay, add the twist. But the penguins were not named stupid stuff like Happy and Stinky. They were named after famous explorers, like Captain Cook. So, you know, I was kind of turned off. But I mean, it's still about penguins and dancing and penguins, and like pretty much is like what would happen if you suddenly had possession of a penguin and how your life would change if you had one. So I recommend reading the book. It's really fun. Alright, next book, 'cause I'm running out of time. Okay, The Help. I really don't have to say too much. This book was amazing. The movie was amazing, and it's partially about a writer. I could totally relate. I love this book. I had my nose buried in it for like ever, because it takes me a little while to read stuff, but read it. I really don't have to say much. It's amazing. Read it. Alright, next book. The 13th Tale. This is an amazing book. And it's just by this girl, this Diane Setterfield. She hasn't written anything else. This is the first and only book she has. But I hope she writes more. But it's amazing. And I really can't describe it too much to you. It's one of those books you have to read. 'Cause to describe it, it's about this woman who goes and interviews an author, which sounds really boring. And you're going to read the first page, and you're like, Miranda, what have you done? And then it's like, wait, whoa, oh, hey. And then you hit the twist, and then you cannot leave this book. So it's one of those books that I can't describe it to you. You really just have to sit down and read it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. So read it, read it, read it. Next book, another series, Anne Rice's Vampire series. The Vampire Lestat is the second book in the series and my favorite, although I've only read 2.5 books from the series, but it's because I lost Queen of the Damned at an airport and haven't gone around to reading it yet. But the Interview with the Vampire is the first one, amazing. This one's even better, The Vampire Lestat. And then it's Anne Rice. Anne Rice, she is my idol. She's the reason I became a writer. So read her books. You can pick up Angel Time. I read that one. That was amazing. Really well written. She has a new book out called The Wolf's Gift. Also, that's about werewolves. It's amazing. I haven't read it yet, but it has to be amazing because it's Anne Rice. She has other books. She even has erotica. So if you feel like reading something like that, go ahead. It's probably amazing because Anne Rice is the most amazing writer in the world who ever did live. She's amazing, and she treats her fans so wonderfully. I've sent her emails several times, and she always responds. And I love Anne Rice, and I love her books. Please, please read them. Alright, next up, Brianna, you should like this one. We have The Asylum for Wayward Victorian Girls, which is by my favorite singer, one of my favorite singers, Emily Autumn. Yes, Brian, that is the scary woman that you freak out about. Great book. Pictures! Oh my gosh, there are pictures of leeches in here, and we have, you know, it's big, it's great. Oh my gosh, I love this book. It's partially about a Victorian asylum, which is supposed to be the fictional part, and then it's also like an autobiography of her being in an actual modern day asylum, and I love this book. Read it. Totally, they have a new printing out to totally get. This is a first edition though, so I'm special. Alright, last book, because I only have a minute left, is Jane Eyre. I know, surprise, surprise. I really don't probably have to say much about this book other than I love it, and I hope to watch all of the movies and even the miniseries on it. And maybe one day Brian will post a video of himself doing a dramatic reading. That'll be my third hearing or reading of the book. Love this book. Live my life by this book. It is my Bible. I don't even know what that is. So, please read this book. Enjoy it. Love it. Amazing twist. Great love story. And that's it for today. Those are my 16 books. I only have 20 seconds left, so I am signing out. And I can't wait to see all your videos when you post them.